So again, with right motivation, we should receive the remaining teaching. Actually, this text is a very big text, so I can't finish all in few sessions or in few days. But so some parts I explain more and some parts I will explain less. But anyway, try to cover the 7 major topics of this text, but some in more details and some not in details. So now it talks about the rules or the precepts of wishing and engaging bodhicitta. So only relative bodhicitta has the precepts or the rules, and not for the ultimate bodhicitta. Because once you gain the ultimate bodhicitta, then one will not fallen down in the samsara, or one will not transgress the ultimate bodhicitta. So once one receives the ultimate bodhicitta, then one will continue this ultimate bodhicitta without transgressing it, without obscuring it, or without degenerating it. So therefore, ultimate bodhicitta has no specific rules or precepts. So all the precepts of the bodhicitta are the precepts of relative bodhicitta, which has 2, wishing and engaging bodhicitta. Actually, the bodhicitta of Cittamatha tradition and bodhicitta of Madhyamika tradition also has different kinds of rules or precepts, but here it emphasized on the precepts of bodhicitta of the Madhyamika tradition. First, the precepts of wishing bodhicitta, according to the Madhyamika tradition, it also has shorter version, mediocre version, and longer version. So a shorter version of the wishing bodhicitta precept, according to the Madhyamika tradition, is that one should not give up to wish to attain Buddhahood for the sake of all the sentient beings. So one should keep this wish, one should hold this wish all the time. And on top of this, try to abandon the negative actions as much as one can, and try to accomplish the virtuous deeds as much as one can, is the precept of engaging bodhicitta. So this is the shorter version of precepts of the wishing and engaging bodhicitta according to the Madhyamika tradition. So when we are at home with the family members, at that time, if we don't use harsh words, or if we don't quarrel to each other, or if we don't beat each other, if we stay in harmony with the right motivation and with love or loving kindness and compassion, then that itself is part of Dharma practice, or that itself is part of keeping the engaging bodhicitta rules or the precepts. So it is very important to be in harmony, to respect each other, to value each other, to understand each other. Sometimes others are not really bad person, but their behavior or their habits or their tendency looks bad or looks negative, but in reality they are not a bad person. So if there's such a person, then we should understand their reality, their nature, and we should not just emphasize on what they behave or how they do or like that. We should think of this person's reality, the nature, the real nature of that person. Anyway, whether they are good or bad person, we should try to help, try to stay in harmony when we are in the same family. So, in short, Dharma teaching or Buddha's teaching is to make a better person, is to make a good person. And one can make a good person or a better person by changing our mental attitude, not just by changing our physical action or verbal action. If our mind is not controlled, if our mind is not tamed, then no matter how much training that we do on our physical and verbal actions, still we won't be able to become a good person or warm-hearted person. So we should look on the root of the cause, not just the superficial level of the cause or of the incident or the fact, but we should look deep. We should look in the root of the cause, or the source of the cause, or the origin of the cause. And if we can change the source, if we can change the origin, or if we can change the root from bad to good, and if the source is changed from bad to good, then everything can be changed. So, in short, we can say Dharma teaching is a method that makes you a better person, that makes you a good person. So it's like a factory that produces good person. So if we really focus, study, contemplate and meditate on the Dharma, then definitely one can become a good person. But if you just have knowledge on Dharma without any practice, then it is not possible to change our mind or change our mental attitude or to become a better person. So, Dharma practice is not just a physical practice or not just a verbal practice or not just a superficial practice. You should practice in a very profound way. So mainly we should practice from our mind. Actually, this mind is very, very important. It's the key to all the factors. Although we can't see the mind in any color or any shape or in any size, but this mind is very powerful. This mind is one that will experience suffering or happiness. It is the mind that will perform virtues or non-virtues. Without the mind, there's no physical action and verbal action. Just like a dead body cannot do any action because there's no mind in that body. So there's no physical and verbal actions without depending on the mind or without being motivated by the mind. There's no physical and verbal actions. So it is the mind that does good or bad actions. It is the mind that can gain liberation or the enlightened state, and it is the mind that can remain in the samsara or that can remain in the ocean of suffering. So this mind is very powerful. When I say mind, it doesn't mean just the momentary mind. I mean the stream of this mind. Actually, mind is impermanence. It is changing momentarily, just like waterfall. Waterfall that comes from a steep mountain. It goes down all the time without any interruption. It goes down all the time. But the continuation of this waterfall will remain. It is not the same water that falls down all the time, but the stream of this waterfall will remain for months and years, as we can see by our own eyes. So similarly, the mind is also like a waterfall. It is not the same mind that remains for months and years and for many lives, etc. But it is the same mind stream, same continuation of the mind. Just like waterfall, the water of the waterfall changes momentarily. Likewise, our mind is also changing momentarily, but mind still will remain. When we say this mind that never stops, mind that always continues, so this mind means not the gross mind, or not like eye consciousness or like that. It is the, what we call the alaya mind, alaya consciousness. This alaya consciousness is something that will never stop. Even when one dies or when one faints, etc. At that time also, or even when one falls asleep, at that time also, this alaya consciousness will remain. Like alaya consciousness is not remaining without any interruption. Sometimes there's eye consciousness, sometimes there's no eye consciousness. Like when we are sleeping or when we are faint, etc. At that time there's no eye consciousness. But the alaya consciousness is always there. So anyway, we need to train our mind. We should have the wish to become Buddha. Based on this, we should try to develop positive thoughts and try to do actions or to destroy the thoughts, so that we can keep the precepts of engaging bodhicitta. Now the metrical version of keeping the precepts is that first we need to know the cause of abandoning the wishing bodhicitta. So we should look after the cause. For example, if we need to remove this smoke, first we need to remove the cause of smoke, which is the fire. So fire is the cause, smoke is the result of this fire. So if we need to remove the smoke, we need to remove the cause of smoke, which means to remove the fire. So similarly, first we need to know the cause of abandoning the wishing bodhicitta, and then we need to abandon the cause of abandoning the wishing bodhicitta. So we need to remove the cause. Actually, there are three causes of abandoning such bodhicitta. So first cause of abandoning the wishing bodhicitta or bodhicitta is discourage. If one thinks one is very ordinary person, very poor person, so one cannot accomplish Buddhahood, or it's very difficult to accomplish Buddhahood. So because of this, if one does not engage or does not follow the precepts of wishing bodhicitta, then it means one is abandoning the wishing bodhicitta because of this discourage. So discouragement is a fault. There's a great fault in having discouragement when we do any action, because with the discouragement mind we can't put effort in doing any actions. And if we have discouragement and if we don't put any effort, then we can't accomplish any goals or we can't do any actions. So as the antidote of discouragement, we need to have the encouragement. We should have the courage or the encouragement. And how to practice this encouragement is that it is said, if one thinks the gods can accomplish Buddhahood, but not by the human beings, then for such thought, as the antidote of such thought, we should think that like human beings can also attain Buddhahood. And then if one thinks some human can attain Buddhahood, but not by many people or not by all the human beings. And for this, one should think that to remove such thought, one should think that infinite beings can achieve Buddhahood. And then if one thinks it takes very long time to achieve Buddhahood, so therefore I can't accomplish this Buddhahood, then for this one should think that it won't take such long time. One can accomplish Buddhahood in short time. So because of these reasons, we should not think that we can't do or we can't achieve, or we should not have such discouragement. In the Bodhisattva Avatara, by Sakya he says, even the house flies, or even tiny flies, if they have the encouragement, then they can also become Buddha. Then why not we, as a human being who knows what is to be adopted and what is to be abandoned, so why not we can achieve Buddhahood? Of course we can achieve Buddhahood. Then there's one example or story. Long time ago, there are 7 worms, and these 7 worms are on the leaf, and they are surfacing on the ocean. So this leaf with the 7 worms is chased by the wind, and in the ocean there's a great Buddha Vajra statue. So naturally they did 3 circumambulation to this statue, not intentionally, but because of the wind. Naturally they did 3 circumambulation to the Buddha Vajra statue. And because of that merit, and in their next life, they are born as 7 girls, not in a good race, not in a good family, but in a bad race. And then these 7 girls, they feel very sad about their own bad race or lower caste race. So then they also feel sad about their own wealth. And they became a servant or maids for others. And whatever the salaries that they get by doing servants or maids, then they accumulate merit by their salaries. By using their salaries, they accumulate merit. As a result of this, then in their next life, they become 7 princes of a king called Kalpatiti, King Titi. And at that time, they please the past Buddha called Visung. They make past Buddha happy. And because of this, I think the past Buddha Visung has given the prophecy that these 7 princes will become Buddha in the future. So even these 7 wombs in the beginning can achieve Buddhahood, then why not we? Because we are born in a human form, we have the precious human life, and we have all the environments to practice Dharma, like we have the teaching, we have the teacher, we have the time, we have the ability to practice, etc. So we have all this environment to practice Dharma, so therefore why not we become Buddha? So we definitely can become Buddha. So just by hearing this story of the 7 wombs, we should not lose courage, we should not lose the confidence, and we should believe in our own ability. And also there is another story. During the Buddha's time, during the Buddha Shakyamuni time, there's one person called Rinpoche, and he wants to become a monk, and he requested to many arhats, and these arhats have said, you don't have the seed of liberation in your mental continuum, so therefore these arhats have not given the monk's vows to this person. And then he requested Buddha Shakyamuni, and Buddha Shakyamuni said, you have the seed of liberation. The arhats, they do have clairvoyance, but they can't see the merit that the person has earned many generations before, or many lives before. Yeah, many lives before. They don't have such power of clairvoyance. But Buddha has the ultimate clairvoyance. So Buddha has seen that this person has the seed of liberation when this person was born as a pig, and at that time this pig was chased by a dog, and at that time unintentionally this pig has circumambulated a stupa 3 times. So therefore this pig has the seed of liberation because of this 3 times of circumambulation to a stupa. So Buddha saw this merit that this person has accumulated many lives before. So therefore Buddha has given him the monk's vows. And later on, this person who became a monk have attained the arhatship. So many lives before he was born as a pig, but then later on he became an arhat. So just by seeing Buddha's statue, or seeing stupa, or seeing the Buddha scriptures can have a seed in our mental continuum, seed of liberation in our mental continuum. So